I'm a real musician. But when I say I'm an artist, meaning I'm so into what I'm doing every day, meaning my craft, I have to go too far into something else.
It doesn't happen every day whereby a 12-year-old kid from New Orleans signs to a record label and grows up to become one of the greatest rappers alive. I bet you know who I'm referring to. He goes by so many names like Tunechi, Wheezy, but he is most popularly known as the one and only Lil Wayne, the self-proclaimed best rapper alive. From the Hot Boys era to the groundbreaking The Carter III, which sold over 1 million copies in its first week, Lil Wayne didn't just enter the rap game, he rewrote it. His mixtape run, especially Drought 3, changed how artists used freestyles to dominate the culture. And let's not forget, he once recorded so much music that he reportedly didn't even remember half his own verses. The face tattoos, the raspy voice, the dreadlocks, the metaphors that hit you 3 lines later. Wheezy is a rapper who stands out, a true legend in the game. I would be taking you through every part of his story, from the music to his lifestyle, to the fortune he has built for himself. Sit back as we get started and, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the lives of your favorite elites. Lil Wayne's journey begins on September 27, 1982, when Dwayne Michael Carter Jr. was born in the 17th Ward of New Orleans. He grew up in Hollygrove, a neighborhood defined by resilience but marked by economic hardship, a setting that shaped both his worldview and his artistic voice. From the start, Wayne's family life was challenging. His father left when he was just 2 years old, leaving his mother, Jacita Carter, to raise him alone. Despite financial strain, she worked tirelessly to give her son stability and access to education. Her dedication helped foster the creativity and determination that would soon define him. By the time he was 8 years old, Wayne had already discovered rap as a passion. He absorbed the sounds of New Orleans streets and began writing his own rhymes. His talent emerged early and unmistakably. So much so that he soon set his sights on the rising local label Cash Money Records, co-founded by Brian "Birdman" Williams. His ambition was bold for a child. Wayne repeatedly called the Cash Money office, leaving messages demonstrating not only his determination, but his belief that he belonged in music. His persistence caught Birdman's attention. Recognizing the spark in the young rapper, Birdman welcomed him into the Cash Money fold. At only 11 years old, Wayne signed to the label, making him one of the youngest artists in Southern hip-hop. Wayne's earliest recordings came through his collaboration with fellow young rapper B.G. Together, under the name The Bee Gees, they released True Story, raw, youthful, but undeniably promising. These early tracks marked Wayne's first steps into the professional music world and showcased the drive that would come to define him. Yet behind his early progress was pain. During his childhood, Wayne endured a traumatic event, an incident he later revealed as a suicide attempt after his mother forbade him from rapping. In despair, he accidentally shot himself in the chest. Though he survived, the moment carved a permanent emotional scar and would later become one of the most defining stories he ever told about his youth. Despite these hardships, Wayne's talent only grew stronger. As a teenager, he joined the Hot Boys alongside Juvenile, B.G., and Turk. Their music, full of southern grit and youthful bravado, began gaining national attention, especially through projects like Get It How You Live and Guerrilla Warfare. Their rising popularity helped push Wayne closer to the forefront of Southern rap's new generation. Then, at 17, Lil Wayne stepped into the spotlight on his own. His debut solo album, The Block Is Hot, 1999, became a major success, selling over 1 million copies and establishing Wayne as a rapidly ascending star in hip-hop. It debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and went platinum, a powerful introduction to the industry. It was the beginning of a path that would lead him to global recognition. Then came the Carter era, the defining chapter of his professional life. In 2004, the Carter revealed a sharper, more evolved Wayne, blending wordplay, grit, and charisma. The Carter II, 2005, elevated him further, earning critical acclaim and positioning him as one of hip-hop's elite voices. But it was the Carter III in 2008 that became a seismic industry moment. Its first week sales exceeded 1 million copies. an extraordinary feat in the digital age. With hits like A Milli and Lollipop, the album earned multiple Grammy Awards and established Wayne as the defining rapper of his generation. Beyond albums, Wayne also expanded professionally as a record executive, founding Young Money Entertainment, a label that would change modern hip-hop. Under his leadership, Young Money launched two future superstars, Drake and Nicki Minaj, both of whom credit Wayne for believing in them early. His executive vision became just as influential as his artistry. As his career grew, so did his collaborations. Over the years, Wayne appeared on tracks with Destiny's Child, Jay-Z, Eminem, DJ Khaled, Drake, Justin Bieber, Chance the Rapper, and countless others. His versatility and relentless work ethic resulted in a staggering number of Billboard chart entries, more than 195 tracks on the Hot 100, including several #1 hits.
Even through industry disputes, personal struggles, and legal challenges, Wayne's output never slowed. He continued releasing high-impact projects, including The Carter 4, The Carter 5, and an expansive list of mixtapes and features that reinforced his status as a generational talent. His influence was formally recognized in 2023 when he was inducted into Billboard's Hip Hop Hall of Fame, solidifying his place among the legends. This was once a kid rapping into a phone line to a global cultural pillar. His legacy continues to shape hip-hop's past, present, and future. And that legacy doesn't end at the level of the music. The music is a passion as well as a source of revenue. Lil Wayne's financial journey is as dynamic and unpredictable as his music, filled with extraordinary highs, strategic reinventions, and the kind of controversy that would bankrupt a less resilient artist. Yet, through every twist, one truth remains. Few figures in hip-hop have turned their careers into wealth as boldly as Lil Wayne. As of 2026, Lil Wayne's net worth is widely estimated between $150 million and $180 million, with a consistent consensus from the most reputable outlets placing him around $170 million. These figures represent decades of chart dominance, business ventures, catalog deals, and a relentless work ethic that pushed him into the upper echelon of rap's wealthiest names. But numbers alone don't tell the story. From his early career, Wayne's finances were rooted in volume and velocity. After joining Cash Money Records at a young age, he released projects at an extraordinary pace, eventually using mixtapes, free releases at the time, to build a brand stronger than most major label campaigns. This relentless output made him a household name by the mid-2000s, setting new commercial benchmarks that would become the financial backbone of his empire. Yet Wayne's wealth isn't defined only by album sales. In 2020, he executed what financial analysts called the Great Catalog Cash-Out, selling the masters of his Young Money roster, including early music from Drake and Nicki Minaj, to Universal Music Group for over $100 million. This deal dramatically reshaped his net worth, ensuring long-term financial security while closing one of the most contentious chapters of his career, the legal battle with Birdman and Cash Money Records. Beyond music, Wayne built a diversified empire. His real estate portfolio, valued at around $35 million, includes mansions in Miami and a Hidden Hills estate. His sports agency, Young Money APAA Sports, contributes an estimated $15 million, while business ventures, from his cannabis brand, Gua, to his apparel line, TruckFit, add another layer of profitability. Together, these ventures represent more than $20 million in long-term value.
Even in the streaming era, Wayne continues to cash in. His 2025 release, The Carter 6, debuted at #1 and generated an estimated $12 to $15 million in royalties and streaming revenue within its first 6 months, proof that his name alone still commands enormous commercial power. Let's have a broader look at his real estate portfolio. Tucked inside the gated, star-studded community of Hidden Hills, California, Lil Wayne's present-day mansion is where the rap icon chooses to anchor his life. From afar, the home blends modern elegance with quiet authority, a private fortress just outside Calabasas. The moment you step inside, the space opens into soaring ceilings and a grand staircase. Sunlight pours in through floor-to-ceiling windows, flooding every room with a warm California glow. The mansion features a private movie theater, a wine room, and a beautifully sculpted backyard with a pool and built-in barbecue area.
perfect for late-night laughter, family gatherings, and spontaneous bursts of creativity. There's even a private basketball court, a playful nod to Wayne's high-energy lifestyle. Purchased for roughly $15.4 million, this home is more than a luxury. It's a retreat, a sanctuary where Wayne lives, works, and dreams. It also places him among celebrity neighbors in one of Los Angeles County's most exclusive enclaves. Lil Wayne's connection to Miami runs deep, and nothing embodies that bond more than the mansions he owned across the city's most prestigious islands. The Allison Island Mansion. His most recent Miami palace stood on Allison Island, a 35-acre sanctuary of luxury homes on Biscayne Bay. Wayne bought the stunning property in 2018 for $16.75 million, later listing it for nearly $29.5 million. The 10,632 square foot estate was a modern architectural statement. 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, staff quarters, a white sleek design, and wide open spaces that blurred the line between indoors and the crystal blue views outside. Amenities included a movie theater, a wine room, a shimmering pool, a 3-car garage, a cabana on the island's private beach. Whether hosting artists, planning projects, or simply unwinding, this mansion was both a creative hub and a tropical hideaway. In 2023, Wayne finalized the sale for $28 million, passing the torch of Miami luxury to a new owner. A private dock, a rooftop skate park, and even an indoor shark tank lagoon, a signature touch of Wayne's flair for the extravagant. He later sold it for $10 million in 2017. Long before the fame and fortune, Lil Wayne kept a beautiful property near New Orleans in Kenner, symbolizing his loyalty to the city that shaped him. The mansion featured a grand staircase, sauna, fitness room, movie room, and a pool, a hometown trophy that celebrated how far he'd come. Though he eventually sold it, the home remains a sentimental chapter in his story. Each home mirrors the evolution of a man who turned adversity into artistry, artistry into success, and success into architectural masterpieces. Next up is the cars he owns, and I bet that it's one hell of a collection. His music roars, his presence commands, and his garage? It growls with the same energy. Every kingdom needs its crown, and for Lil Wayne, that crown is the Bugatti Veyron, the supercar that once claimed the title of fastest production car on the planet. Wayne's black Veyron, with its monstrous 8.0-liter W16 engine and 1,000 horsepower, cost him around $1.85 million, making it the single most valuable piece in his entire collection. It's the car that announces his arrival before he even steps out. In hip-hop folklore, Wayne was one of the first artists in the culture to own one, solidifying his throne in rap luxury. Wayne's universe isn't built solely on speed. He also indulges in rolling palaces. His Maybach 62 Landaulet, worth $1.3 million, is the epitome of opulence. Featuring a retractable rear roof, plush interiors, and a mighty 6.0-liter V12, it's the vehicle of someone who doesn't just arrive, he is delivered. And where there is wealth, Rolls-Royce follows. Wayne's Rolls-Royce Phantom drophead brings the handcrafted royalty of a V12 coupe to his collection, valued between $160,000 and $400,000. A symbol of presence, a statement of status, a reminder that even Wayne enjoys the quiet hum of luxury. When Wayne craves adrenaline, he simply opens a different garage door. McLaren 720S Spider. His black McLaren 720S Spider, valued around $326,000, is a futuristic masterpiece with a retractable hardtop and blistering performance, going 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. Elegance meets athleticism in Wayne's Aston Martin V12 Vanquish, a handcrafted British icon that represents his more refined, almost James Bond-like side. Wayne's Chevrolet Impala reflects his love for timeless Americana, a classic with the swagger of another era. It's a car with character, echoing the early days of his rise. Then there's the playful side of Wayne, the Campagna T-Rex, a 3-wheeled hybrid motorcycle gifted to him by Nicki Minaj for his 30th birthday. Customized with "Nicki loves Tunchi," it's as personal as it is unique.
A sleek powerhouse with a 207 miles per hour top speed, Wayne's Bentley Continental GT blends sophistication and ferocity, a perfect match for his lifestyle. Meanwhile, his Bentley Mulsanne, priced at $310,000, offers handcrafted luxury and a V8 engine that announces greatness with every start. Lil Wayne's car collection isn't just about wealth, it's about identity. Let's talk about his life away from the spotlight. Starting with his romantic life, which has been both public and deeply intertwined with his personal growth. His first major relationship was with Antonia Toya Johnson, his high school sweetheart. They married on February 14, 2004, a Valentine's Day ceremony in New Orleans that symbolized young love transformed into lifelong bonds. But fame and lifestyle strains led to their divorce in January 2006. His later relationships included Sarah Vivian, with whom he shares a son, followed by actress Lauren London, and then singer Nivea, both of whom became mothers to his sons as well. Wayne's love life also drew attention with his 2020 relationship with model Denise Bidot, a romance that captured headlines before fading months later.
Although these relationships each ended, Wayne has maintained strong bonds and co-parenting partnerships with the mothers of his children, a testament to his commitment to family stability despite the challenges of fame. Wayne is a father of 4 children, each from a different relationship. Becoming a parent at just 16 shaped much of who he became: responsible, emotional, and fiercely protective. These children represent the closest circle of Wayne's world, frequent features in his public life, whether at events, on social media, or through career milestones he celebrates with them. To Wayne, fatherhood is both personal redemption and emotional grounding. As he once said, he strives to be the parent he didn't have growing up. His personal life also extends to his chosen family, notably friendships forged in music. Among the closest is Drake, whom Wayne mentored and welcomed into Young Money. The bond grew from professional kinship into deep personal friendship, making Drake a fixture in Wayne's inner circle. Birdman, too, was once a father figure and mentor, complex, foundational, and publicly strained at times, but undeniably instrumental in Wayne's life. Behind the tattoos, bravado, and fearless persona lies a man who has wrestled with medical challenges. Wayne has suffered from epilepsy, experiencing multiple seizures over the years, some life-threatening, all deeply humanizing. He has spoken candidly about these struggles, revealing the vulnerability behind his relentless work ethic. These health battles did not soften him, they shaped him, reminding him and the world that even legends are mortal. As our breakdown comes to a close, one thing becomes clear. Lil Wayne's life is far more than the music that made him a global icon. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life of Weezy, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and let us know who we should cover next.